Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm just going to jump and dive right into this because, as a starseed, you do tend to get a little, I wouldn't say mad and angry, but like it's like you're awake, you're alive, in the Matrix, right? Like, so you're physically in the matrix, but your conscious level is not, right? You're detached and you're watching like all of these things play out, and you're just like, oh, good God, like, when is it going to stop, right? But at the same time, you know already that like all of this needs to play out in order for us to all shift, to a higher consciousness level. So if you follow what is it, the Galactic Federation of Light, station on YouTube, I'm going to point something out. So the recent protests for the No King protests. So here we go. So you're like, oh wait, there we go. Oh, there we go. So you could see it. I'm just going to read it out loud. So the recent No Kings protest, right? And listen, because I mean, a lot of us starseeds already knew this, but the recent No Kings protest. At the energetic level, humanity's subconscious memory of servitude, sorry, stretching back through monarchs, empires, and priesthoods was surfacing for release. The People's Declaration was the visible eruption of an invisible cleansing, a cellular purge of an archetype that has governed Earth since the early hybrid ages. It was the soul of humanity remembering that it was never created to kneel. We saw this event as a planetary exorcism of the King Code. That code, an ancient energetic imprint installed by early off world overseers long before modern history, ensured that humanity would look upward for direction rather than inward for truth. That's spot on, right? So let's go into the comment section because this is where it gets really funny, right? And again, you could you could literally like you could just view this for yourself. I don't really whatever. I mean, you could just go in and view it for yourself. So there's a collective, right? That is saying thank you for this, which this was a great post. I'm not gonna lie, like it hit the thing. But then it goes to the Trump supporters and how they're not going to like this message. Well, here's the tricky thing, right? Trump supporters. Did I vote for Trump? Absolutely. Do I know why I voted for Trump? Yes, because he was elected basically by the Federation to kind of, he's not God, he's not anybody. He was just the one who's going to break the illusions open. That's all he's doing is breaking the illusions open, and he's helping you guys see that. So I think people got a little confused, and I get it because it's the collective who is kind of at this point stuck in a one-sided mindset thing, right? So and it literally says it right here if you read the message. It's a release, right? It's an ancestral release of lifetimes, of generations of feeling like you have been controlled, right? By by all these kings and all this, right? The monarchs and everything else, right? Which is true. And if you are Starseed doing the work and you're on the collective that I am, you already know this. Actually, if you're awake like I am, you know exactly who's running the country. And it's not even a who, it's more of a what beings are running the country, or running the world, actually. And if you don't, you soon will. But and that's basically what the orange man is going to rip open and trying to bring the illusion to us. I don't think a lot of you are ready to actually see what has been running this world, but I can tell you because I was there at the forefront of the collapse, and it's not an actual human being. Because well, actually, we don't exist without like DNA from other things, right? We're all kind of a ETs, if you want to say that, but it's your distorted Anunnaki for sure in the forefront. You have your reptilians, your draconians, you even had Set that played a huge little major part in the collapse. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, do your homework because if you're a star seed, you know, right? And if you're not and you think you're a star seed and you're still trying to get there, do your homework. But anyway, the point is this post, right? People were like, oh, yes, I felt the movement and it was great to show the big orange man that he's not in control. Guys, you're the consciousness, right? You're the conscious level, the collective level that had the release, the irony in this, right? They had this whole protest to release the stuck energy that was in them in order for it to be released, in order for them to move forward. And they still don't get it. And I know as a star seed, you're supposed to love everybody, which I do, right? I just can't be bothered and dim my light for anybody anymore. But like the irony is they released it, they felt the energetic release, and they're still mirroring it in a negative aspect. Guys, if you're still mirroring it in a negative aspect and you're putting all this negative energy out into this world, turn around, look at yourself, and like focus on your inner self because there's a shit ton of work that needs to be done if you're still spewing negativity out into this world. That's it. End of story. Look at yourself. No one cares. No one actually cares. Focus on you, focus on yourself, and like really read what it says. It says you literally released something that has been stuck. You're not proving any points. You're releasing what was stuck in order for us to move forward in this world, right? In order to bring peace. We all know we're being controlled. We've been being controlled for thousands of years. I mean, we're just trying to fix it, right? That's why the majority of us starseeds came in a real true incarnation, right? In a birth in this lifetime, right? Guys, you think we really wanted to do that? No, we kind of just had no choice. And we kind of were like, yeah, all right, we'll do it. Wake up humanity. Guys, take a second, right? If you're still, again, putting negativity out into the world, think about it for a second because all it is a mirror of you. It's a reflection of you. So turn it around and turn it back into you and focus on you. And there's so many things out there to help you focus on you and to shift that consciousness mindset to like one of purity and not to hate and blame and like negativity. It just release, just continue to release. But again, the irony is so irony here, I don't know, is ironic because you guys are releasing on a consciousness level literally out into the world and you still think it's a negative thing. I'm going to leave you at that.